Each time Youngwon Lee pours a beer, he's sharing a piece of who he is.
It's really important for us to really now be truly authentic to our culture and what we represent, and then dissolve that into the beer that we make.
For more than 15 years, Lee's worked in the alcoholic beverage industry, a few years ago delving into craft beer.
When I started working in the beer industry in the States, I noticed that I was the only Asian person pouring beer at Beer Festival. And I noticed it over and over. When I had the opportunity to start my own, I said, hey, I'm going to go all Asian and go all out with that, whether it's packaging, brand name, the design, as well as the ingredients that we use to make the beer.
Dokkaebier was born. The unique flavors, the logo, even the name, an embodiment of Lee's Korean heritage.
Korean mythical creature called Dokkaebier that likes to eat, hang out with people, drink. They usually hide in the object during the daytime, come out at night to hang out.
Lee and his team have crafted Asian-inspired beers like the Kimchi Sour with culture from kimchi with chili and ginger, the Bamboo Pilsner made with bamboo tea leaves, and soon one made with lemongrass and Szechuan pepper.
A lot more potential as a beer to have more flavors. And I wanted to use especially the Asian cuisine, Asian flavors introduced through the beer, and something that could be unique on its own.
Realizing the potential hasn't always been easy. Dokkaebier opened its San Francisco pop-up in February 2020, a month before the COVID shutdown.
We were pretty well received, but COVID happened, so we had to shut down the taproom business. And I started just driving around the Bay Area 200 to 300 miles a day, 12 hours a day, just doing door-to-door delivery service.
Now, they're in more than 400 retailers across the state and looking for investors. And now, its first brick-and-mortar location in Oakland's Jack London Square after acquiring Federation Brewing and its space.
And we finally have a place where we could get more even creative with the flavors that we make, but also have consumers be available to visit us.
This small team continues to serve Federation brews and from Black-owned brewery Hella Coastal. The partnership raising a glass to equity, diversity, and inclusion to an industry that's predominantly white.
Essentially, we're the first Korean-owned brewery in Oakland, their first Black-owned brewery in Oakland. I feel like us together, we could really represent the diversity and bring more culture and flavors to the beer industry.
During this AAPI Heritage Month, Lee plans to bring another piece of Korean culture to the streets of Oakland on May 20th.
In Korea, we have a big event called Chipmunk Festival, and it stands for Chi for chicken, and Mek is Mekju, which is beer in Korean. So essentially, it's a chicken and beer festival, and I wanted to bring that festival culture to the Oakland.
Lee says it's not easy to be first or in the minority, but says authenticity and representation are well worth it.
Speak to yourself, be who you are, and represent all the way. And I think that's how you become, sort of a third culture who we are, but also be unique in the industry.
In Oakland, Greg Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.